protected under Cap 12 of the laws of Zambia, which gives the honorable members of parliament immunity in the House as well as the committee, and the same privileges are extended to you to the extent that your submission is not misleading to the committee. Should your submission be misleading, the same Cap 12 can be used against you. So my assurance is that your submission cannot be used against you in any courts of law or indeed outside the parliamentary precincts. The committee is very confident that you cannot deliberately mislead it, and so ask you to freely give your submission and freely interact with the members when called upon to do so. So for now, we can do the introduction. Town clerk, you start and allow your members to equally introduce themselves, so that at least as you go back, everyone would have said, I said something in the committee. Please do the introduction.
Thank you so much, Chair, for the warm welcome. My name is Sheila Songolo, the Town Clerk for Chirabombe Municipal Council. I'm accompanied by directors and some officers. At this point, Chair, ask them to introduce themselves. Thank you, Chair.
Please go ahead.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable members. My name is Goodson Nkaka, Acting Director Engineering, Chirabombe Municipal Council.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorables. I'm Olinda Chirwaskaze, Director of Finance.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, members. My name is Elina Nyirenda, Director of Human Resource and Administration, Chirabombe Municipal Council. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair, and good morning, honorable members. My name is Marlon Sala, Director of Planning. Thank you.
Morning, Chair and the House. My names are Kenneth Zawanda, in charge of legal services. Thank you.
The members at the back, there's a microphone there and another chair which can be taken up after the honorable member for Mangango. Comsec, you can take on the seat next to, yeah. You can sit, Comsec. I'll call upon you for introductions later.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, honorable members of parliament. My name is Asim Konda Shadrack. I'm a Deputy Commission Secretary, Local Government Service Commission.
Thank you so much. Please take a seat just there. Yes, the delegation from Chirabombe can continue with the introductions.
Good morning, Chair, and good morning, members. My name is Musonda Robson, the Chief Health Inspector.
Thank you. You can use that microphone at the back there.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mutao Isaac, Senior Systems Analyst.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, members. My name is Chongo Chipalo, Procurement Officer.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable members. My name is Mombe Mubanga, the Chief Internal Auditor, Chirabombe. Thank you.
Thank you so much. May I call upon our permanent witness from Auditor General's Office.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, and good morning, honorable members of the committee. Good morning, TC Chirabombe and your team. You're welcome. My name is Mwemba Traxons Hamianda, Director in charge of Copper Belt Province. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable members of the committee, and good morning, everyone. My name is Darius Chimezalirami, Assistant Director from Office of Auditor General, Copper Belt Province. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Luvinda Sinyani from the Planning and Research Department in the Office of the Auditor General. Thank you.
Thank you so much, permanent witness from Ministry of Finance.
Good morning, Chair, and good morning, honorable members of Parliament. Good morning, Chilabombo Municipal Council. My name is Jeffan Siame from the Office of Controller of Internal Audit, Ministry of Finance.
Thank you so much, Ministry of Local Government.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, Chair. Good morning, members of the committee, and good morning, Chilabombo Municipal Council. My name is Joyce Kwanza from Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. Thank you.
The Commission, this is the right point now where you should have introduced yourself, so I'll call upon you again.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. My name is Asim Konda Shadrack. I'm a Deputy Commission Secretary at the Local Government Service Commission. I'm a permanent witness to this committee. Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you so much. Secretariat.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable members. Good morning, TC and your team. My name is Maxwell Cheka from the Office of the Clerk.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable members of Parliament. Our permanent witnesses, good morning. Good morning, Chilabombo, and you're welcome. My name is Emmanuel Walia from the Office of the Clerk.
Thank you so much. The honorable members of the committee, starting with the honorable member for Siavonga.
Chair, good morning. Good morning, permanent witness. Good morning, Chilabombo Municipal Council. Is that right? Thank you. Good morning, colleagues. My name is Mulunda Darius, Member of Parliament for Siavonga constituency and a member of this committee. Chair, thank you.
Thank you so much. The honorable member for Mangango.
Thank you so much. You have already introduced me. Honorable member for Mangango, Mwene Lohamba. And I'm a member of this committee. Morning to you, Chair. Morning, fellow honorable members of Parliament. Morning, our permanent witnesses. Good morning, Chirirabombwe of Kirirabombwe Town Council. Chair, I'm happy. This is, I think, this year, the first committee to appear with a balanced gender. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. The honorable member for Mufumbwe.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson, and good morning. Good morning, Honorable colleagues and our permanent witnesses. Sorry, I think I am developing a cough. And also want to say good morning, Chilabombo Municipal Council, and you are welcome to your committee. My name is Eliot Kamondo, Member of Parliament of Mufumbwe, and a member of this committee.
Thank you so much, honorable member for Usakile.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning to you. Morning, honorable members. Morning, all our permanent witnesses, Secretariat, Chilabombo Municipal Council. Good morning. Kalobo Pavuma is my name. I represent the good people of Sakile constituency, Kitwe, in the Copper Belt.
Honorable member for Kaumbwe.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, permanent witnesses, and good morning, Chidaumbwe. I am Honorable Dr. Aaron Mwanza, Member of Parliament for Kaumbwe constituency in Petauke District of the Eastern Province. You are most welcome to your committee. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to recognize the honorable member for Dundumwezi who is following us online. Honorable Singombe, are you there? Honorable Singombe, unmute yourself and introduce yourself.
Chair, thank you very much, and good morning. Good morning, my colleagues, members of Parliament. Good morning, our permanent witnesses. Good morning to the Aromwe, and you are welcome to the committee. I'm Singombe Edgar, joining through Zoom from the West constituency. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Witness, my name is Christopher Shakafuswa, Member of Parliament for Mandevu. The good people of Mandevu host the National Assembly, so we are in Mandevu constituency. You are welcome. The substantive Vice Chairperson of the committee, but privileged to chair this session. I now wish to invite you on behalf of the committee to present your memorandum.
Thank you so much, Chair. Perhaps before I present, Chair, I would like to seek that we may be allowed to share an addendum to the appendices if that is fine with the Honorable Committee.
You can, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Chair. Perhaps we can share the Secretariat. Chair, Chirabombe Municipal Council is appearing on appendices 2, 15, 16, 20, 23, 28, and 20, and 35. Okay. Yeah. So, Chair, the first query, the first item we have on our report is on our memorandum is a matter to do with budget, income, and expenditure. Chair, the cause of query, maybe with your guidance, I should be going straight to the cause of query, or I can read through from preamble.
No, straight to the cause of query.
Thank you so much, Chair, with your guidance. Cause of query, Chair, on the issue of budget, income, and expenditure. During the period under review, the Council budgeted to collect 99,548,866, but only managed to collect 92,738,556 kwacha, which led to an under collection of 6,810,310 kwacha. Action taken, Chair, on this matter. Management acknowledges the observations of the auditors and wish to state that the Council budgeted to collect 99,548,866 kwacha and only managed to collect 92.7 million, resulting in the under collection of 6.8 million. This is due to the fact that the Council budgeted to receive local government equalization fund amounting to totaling 10,979,400 kwacha, but received 10,922,900, including deduction at source, leaving a balance of 56,500 unreceived. Further, Chair, Konkola Copper Mines did not pay property rates amounting to 4,181,489, as the company was still under liquidation. However, Chair, I wish to report that as at 31st July 2024, Konkola Copper Mines paid arrears of property rates amounting to 8,108,298 kwacha, which was owed to the Council. For the cross reference to this matter, Chair, we've got table 1 that shows the turnaround of the Local Government Equalization Fund, as well as the appendix 1 on this issue, Chair. We wish also to indicate that KCM is currently up to date. Remedial measures, Chair, management will continue to make follow-ups and remind all payers to honor the obligations due in the financial year. In addition to this query, Chair, there was an observation of unspent amount of 2,956,783. Cause of query, Chair.
Maybe before you proceed, I thought you are seeking for permission first to...
Yes, Chair.
Tender in the other evidence that you have, so maybe it may be circulated.
Yes, Chair. Thank you so much.
So,
maybe Secretariat. I'll hand them over to the Secretariat.
may proceed.
Thank you so much, Chair. Chair, cause of query on unspent amount. In addition, operational funds amounting to 5,086,761 were brought forward from the previous year, bringing the total funds available to 97,825,317 kwacha. Chair, as at 31st December 2023, amounts totaling 94,868,534 kwacha had not been spent, leaving a balance of, had been spent, leaving a balance of 2,956,783. Action taken, Chair. Management wishes to state that the amount was spent as tabulated on Table 2, and supporting document, Chair, have been shared as Appendix 2. So the table, Chair, on page 5 shows how this money was spent, and under remedial measures, Chair, we are saying management will ensure that all funds budgeted for are collected and spent within the financial year. I proceed, Chair, to the annual performance of the Council, which is B. And B1 is adverse performance on local revenue collection. Chair, I'll go as guided to the cause of query. During the year under review, the Council planned to generate revenue from own sources in amounts totaling 88,566,466, but generated a total of 83,771,724 kwacha, resulting in an under collection of 4,797,742 kwacha, which represents a 5% adverse performance. In short, Chair, we collected 95% of locally generated resources. Action taken. Management acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to state that the Council under collected an amount of 4,797,742 out of the budgeted 88,569,466 from the locally generated resources, due to the fact that Konkola Copper Mine did not pay, Chair, the property rates as area alluded to, which amounts to 4,181,489. And as the company was still under liquidation, Chair, like also mentioned already, the company has since paid the Council an amount totaling 8,108,298.18, which was owed to the Council. And the appendices, Chair, we've made reference to the same appendix of Appendix 1. And on the measures, we are saying management will continue to make follow-ups and remind all ratepayers to honor their obligation due within the financial year. On number 2, Chair, it is a matter to do with the deliverables of targets and outputs which were not achieved. It's a table. Perhaps, Chair, with your indulgence, I'll proceed to item 10, where the cause of query is. Thank you, Chair. So, cause of query, Chair, on this matter is that during the period under review, the Council had set targets against the actual outputs under 11 programs, which had 13 sub-programs for the financial year ended 31st December 2023, revealed that the sub-programs had underperformed and they're indicated in Table 3. Chair, in this very Table 3, we have endeavored as a Council to provide some action taken on the observations that were observed. Can I be allowed to go maybe program by program?
Proceed.
Thank you, Chair. So the first one, Chair, is the creation of neighborhood plots, and there the performance was 17%. And Chair, I wish to indicate that management wishes to state that 442 plots were created in Kameza East, NAPSA, in addition to the 65 plots that were captured in the audit report. And this layout plan has been attached under Appendix 3. Chair, I wish to indicate on the remedial measures that management will ensure that sufficient information is provided during audit. The second program, Chair, is that one to do with creation of a layout plan for unplanned settlement. The underperformance, Chair, was rating 25%. And action taken, Chair, I wish to state that management acknowledges the observation of the auditors and wishes to indicate that 2 additional layout plans for Kawama and Kakoso settlements were created through the National Titling Project under the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, whereas Fitobaula settlement, this one we had recommended for excision of the settlement, however, it was not actualized. And under remedial measures, Chair, we are saying that management will ensure that sufficient information is provided during audit, and also that further we will ensure that necessary approvals obtained before planning for any activity in the future work plans. What we mean, Chair, here is that I think there was the issue of sorting for authority from the Ministry of Green Economy, and we are saying that I think going forward we will endeavor that such things like these are obtained before we put targets in our plan. The other program, Chair, is review of 60 environmental project brief and impact assessment reports up to December 2023. And on this one, what was in the target was 60, 30 was achieved, 50% performance, Chair. Management acknowledges the observation of our auditors and wishes to state that future annual work plans will be properly casted, especially on setting the targets. The annual targets in this regard was dependent on the submission from Zambia Environmental Management Agency, ZEMA, in brief, of which management had no control over. And Chair, as a remedial measures, we are saying that management will ensure that targets are smartly framed, e.g. reviewing 100% of the environmental project briefs or EIA as the case may be, which are received from ZEMA. The other program, Chair, involves training of the area pump menders, where 4 were planned and 2 were trained, 50%. The remaining 2 area pump menders have been budgeted to be trained in the year 2025, and management will ensure that these pump trainers, pump menders are trained timely as a remedial measure. The other program involved the stage inspection of at least 100 sites for the proposed developments from inception inception to completion, where 2,400 inspections were targeted and 2,000 were done, leaving a balance of 483% performance. And though we are saying looks bright, Chair, will intensify stage inspection for all developers. The other one, Chair, is to do with conducting radio station programs on various council activities. We had planned to conduct 8 programs. We did 6, which is 75%. And on this one, Chair, we are saying that we are happy as Chirabombwe that now we have a radio program. We will no longer be trekking to Chingola to go and do the program, Chair. So we intensify also on this one the conducting of the program. Issuance of licenses to regulate conduct of businesses, Chair, we had planned 5,000. We realized 4,755, and which was a 95% performance. Chair, on this one, we can only say that for the 5%, we endeavor to update regularly our database so that the 5% can also be incorporated. Facilitation of property ownership and allocation of land, 350 planned, 272 realized, and this was 77%. And Chair, we are saying that although we put performance within the criteria, we are saying there, Chair, that we intensify we intensify also the data and also issuance of demand notices to the applicants of land as a district to intensify that. Upgrading and maintenance of roads. We had planned, Chair, to grade or maintain 104 kilometers of roads. And as a district, we did 64 kilometers, leaving 40 kilometers, which amounts to 62%. Chair, on this one, we just want to indicate to the House that as a council, we had envisaged to procure earth-moving equipment machines such as grader, point of correction. Chair, is supposed to read TLB and not TBL, among others during the period under review. However, Chair, these pieces of equipment were procured, were coming through. Most of them were delivered in the year 2024, and this affected our program of road maintenance. Chair, Appendix 4, Chair, presents a number of pictorial of all earth-moving equipment that were planned and wished to report to the House that they have all been procured, Chair, as we speak. Management will ensure that upgrading and maintenance of roads in the district is enhanced after the procurement of the earth-moving equipment. The other program, Chair, is rehabilitation of council structures. We had planned to rehabilitate 2, only did 2, 50%. Management wishes to observe this, the observation, acknowledge the observation, and wish to indicate that this was as a result of competing projects and funding which were not allocated to these 2 council structures. Chair, in our remedial measures, we are indicating that management will endeavor to rehabilitate council structures. And one of the addendum, Chair, is how that, which we have circulated, we are indicating how we have planned to do this in the year 2025. The other program, Chair, includes to organize and facilitate orientation meetings for staff. That is 5 planned. We did 4. 1 was not done, resulting to 8% performance. Chair, we are saying that on this one, we just have to follow up. I think we will beg your pardon. We needed to indicate the issue of the orientation of staff on the new organizational structure, which is not yet shared to the municipal councils. The other program, Chair, is the inspection of food premises. Chair, on this one, we had budgeted to do 3,840, and we did 3,452. Chair, we have 90% performance on this one, and equally, Chair, we can only say that we'll continue updating our records to ensure that all our food premises are intact. Training of food handlers, we budgeted to do 100, we did 41, resulting into 41%, Chair. And on this one, we are saying management has taken the following corrective actions to address the challenges and ensure the successful implementation of the food handlers in the district. And Chair, the following are the measures that have been taken. One, mandatory training approvals. All food handlers will undergo the necessary training to ensure food safety and public health, and the full council, Chair, approved this training mechanism under the cited minute number. The second measure, Chair, is that we'll try to compress the training package so that we can do it within 2 days, and this is to minimize the disruption to business operators. The other measure, Chair, is flexible training schedules, that is introducing a flexible training schedule system that will allow business owners to have their food handlers trained in safe sets. In Chair, under remedial measures, we are saying management will ensure that all food handlers undergo the necessary training to ensure food safety and public health. The next one, Chair, is to conduct school health and environmental programs in all schools in the district. We had budgeted to do 164, and we did 71%, Chair, which means we covered only 47. Chair, on this one, the action taken are confined in the following measures. One, improved planning and coordination, and management will strengthen planning and coordination processes to ensure better alignment with school schedules and priorities. And the other one, Chair, as a measure, is prioritization of programs. And this prioritization, this includes prioritize programs to focus on the most critical health and environmental issues affecting schools. Remedial measure, Chair, management will ensure and will engage and work with the Ministry of Education and all schools in the district to ensure successful implementation of school health environmental programs and are conducted. Coming to C, Chair, and this is a segment to do with compliance with legislation and regulation. Chair, 1.1 is weakness in accounting for revenue. Bullet 1, Chair, is irregular completion of receipt forms. Cause of query, Chair, is that during the period under review, a scrutiny of selected general receipts forms revealed that 103 duplicate receipts copies were blank, thereby making it difficult to establish the service that was paid for and the amount received. Action taken, Chair, we wish to state that we acknowledge the observation of our auditors and wishes to state that the revenue collectors have been standing warned, but I think we need to insert the word disciplined also, Chair, because we have also circulated an addendum of evidence to that effect of where some of them were actually disciplined. And that, Chair, about this negligence regarding the blank duplicate copies in the receipt books. In addition, Chair, all the revenue collectors have been oriented on the issue of self-carbonated receipt books to ensure that all copies are visible. Further, Chair, the Council has advanced in terms of automatic its revenue points to avoid human interface with the cash. So far, the Council Chair has signed and engaged the following companies. We've got Kazang, which we are using, and Tinji. I hope I pronounced it well. Yes, then Indo-Zambia Bank. We have got some point of sale machines which we are using, and also Zambia Revenue Authority. The appendices, Chair, are found at appendix number 6. Chair, I think on this one I would like to elaborate more, especially on the Zambia Revenue Authority. This has been a milestone for the Council because when we appeared last time, we indicated how that we're going to run away from cash handling. And as we speak, Chair, ZRA is currently collecting track levy for the Council, and this has enhanced revenue greatly. Remedial measure, Chair, management to intensify the use of point-of-sale machines for revenue collection in markets and bus stations. In addition, implement automated revenue collection systems. Missing receipt numbers. Chair, I'll move on to the cause of query on bullet 2. The review of the DAF billing, the cause of query, Chair, is that a review of the DAF billing system, sales, ledger, for the period under review, reviewed that the system was not able to generate sequential numbers and consequently skipped a total of 385 receipts, making it difficult to account for revenue receipted on the missing receipts. Action taken, Chair. Management acknowledges the observations of our auditors and wishes to state that this was as a result of the performance limitation of the structured query language, which is SOL, it's a technical name for the software, Server Software Subscription from Microsoft Corporation, which resulted in occasional lags in the system. The lags in turn caused the skipping of receipt numbers during high demand periods, Chair. However, we wish to indicate also, Chair, that it is important to note that while receipt numbers were skipped, the transaction IDs remained intact and sequential, ensuring the integrity and traceability of all transactions within the system. The Council, Chair, has taken the following measures. There are two. The first one is upgrading the SOL server subscription. The Council on this one, Chair, has upgraded from the evaluation version to the full version subscription of Microsoft SQL Server to ensure optimal performance and eliminate system lags. The second one, Chair, is procurement of new server hardware. The Council has invested in a new server infrastructure to enhance the processing power and reliability of the billing system. And, Chair, this information can be found at Appendix 7. Remedial measures, Chair. The Council will implement the following measures. Regular system audits, periodic audits are conducted to identify and rectify any potential discrepancies promptly. The second measure, Chair, as remedial is that the transaction reconciliation reports will be regular, and that receipt numbers are carried out to ensure consistency and detect any anomalies. The third measure, Chair, is that staff training is also quite key We are saying relevant staff members have undergone training to better manage and report system performance issues in real time. Next query, Chair, is on the failure to bill properties for rates. The cause of query on this one, Chair, is that during the period under review, the Council had a total of 13,014 rateable properties. However, as at 31st October 2024, the Council had not billed 606,416 properties with annual rates amounting to 5,167,600 kwacha. Action taken, Chair. Management notes the observation of our auditors and wishes to state that out of the 13,014 properties, 11,598 rateable properties were billed, amounting to 32,443,370.48 ingwe for the period under review. However, Chair, the valuation rules consists of exempt properties, including the following: 17 government properties, 39 places of worship, and 21 council properties. The council regrets also to state that 1,220 properties were not billed for the period under review, as the properties were undeveloped. Also, Chair, I wish to state that some of the properties could not be depicted in the 2023 billing system due to the following reasons. KCM and other big institution, Chair, opted to be receiving other companies like CEC, ZESCO, and the Reload Logistics opted, Chair, to be receiving to have their properties consolidated and billed under one invoice for each institution. The billed invoice for KCM consists 93 properties, Chair, ZESCO 8, CEC 7, Reload Logistics Company 14 properties, while in the valuation row, Chair, these properties are itemized individually. What we are trying to say, Chair, is a company like KCM, which has KCM, Chair, which has properties, say 93. They say we just give them an invoice with a block figure of, say, 1 point something million, as opposed to printing 93 separate bills. Yes, Chairs, for efficiency purposes, but also it's easier to break that figure into months when they are paying to the council. Yes, Chair, so this is what was depicted by our esteemed auditors. In table 3, Chair, we have also endeavored to do a breakdown of the way of these properties that are under discussion. So we are trying to show, Chair, the properties are grouped by the by property type, and we are saying that the 11, we are starting with the property type description, then the total property, the billed amounts. So these are the property we indicated that we were able to bill, which are 11,599. And those are the numbers, Chair, and we are saying these properties amounted to 39,443,370 kwacha. Chair, the second table, we are indicating the properties that are under exempt, which I read through, which are government properties, 17, places of worship, churches, that is 39, council properties 21, and Chair, we are also presenting the properties that under consolidation, like from these big companies, that is Coca-Cola Copper Mines, Zesco, CEC, and Leroyd Logistics. Then Chair, we've also indicated the numbers of the properties. Now the last three numbers, which we are saying amounting to 1,220, which this Chair we admitted saying they were not built. So Chair, when we add all these numbers, the total brings us to 13,014, which are the properties that are sitting in this valuation row under review. The measures, Chair, we are saying management will endeavor to build all billable properties in the valuation row to ensure all funds due to the council are collected. In addition, Chair, the 1,220 unbuilt properties, which we are saying when developed, Chair, they will also be built, and we endeavor to locate the owners of these properties in the district to ensure that all properties are built without leaving any. Chair, I'll move on to the crossing-cutting issues, and under this segment of the audit report, Chair, we have a crossing-cutting issue under Appendix 2, which is budget, funding, and expenditure. Chair, cause of query, you realize that this query resembles the first two queries that have we earlier mentioned, Chair, and so the measures will actually just be the same.
Skip it.
So, thank you, Chair. So, Chair, I'll move on to page 23, where we have been queried on overemployment of staff. Cause of query, Chair. During the period under review, the council had 55 vacant positions. However, 83 officers were employed, resulting in excess of 28 staff who were paid salaries amounting to 2,607,750 kwacha. Action taken, Chair. Management acknowledges this observation from our esteemed auditors and wishes to state that Council has continued to engage the Local Government Service Commission on various pending staff matters. And we do this, Chair, through timely submission of quarterly reports, quarterly staff retains, like we have evidenced on Appendix 9. The major measure, Chair, management has continued to submit quarterly staff retains and other staff-related matters to the Local Government Service Commission for action. The next query, Chair, is failure to fill vacant position. Cause of query: during the period under review, the Council had an establishment position of 344 and filled position of 285, leaving 59 of vacant positions. Action taken, Chair. Management acknowledges the Auditor General's observation and wishes to state that the Council has continued to engage the Local Government Service Commission as well on this one through the submission of the quarterly staff return, and that these staff returns, Chair, they show the current staffing levels on matters in question. And Chair, likewise, we've attached the staff return of Appendix 9, and also among the circulated appendices, there are also letters and more staff return, Chair, that have been done to this effect. Management on remedial measures has continued to submit monthly staff returns to the Local Government Service Commission that shows the current staffing levels for the council. And the submission is done on both soft and hard copies. The other query, Chair, is failure to secure properties with title deeds. Cause of query, Chair, is that during the period under review, the council did not secure title deeds for 25 properties. Action taken, Chair. Management acknowledges the observation of our auditors and wishes to state that the Ministry of Local Government also, Chair, have expressed interest in this one through one of the correspondences that we have attached on Appendix 9 on how they have been engaging Ministry of Lands to this effect. But Chair, I also want to indicate that as a council, we did submit a request of title acquisition for 24 properties to the Ministry of Lands, and follow-ups are being made to ensure that title deeds, Chair, are issued. And the correspondence to this effect and even the response from Ministry of Lands on our application is under Appendix 10, Chair. The major measures management to ensure that all council properties are on title. The other query, Chair, is failure to sort out waste, which is separating paper, organic waste, and other materials. So, Chair, cause of query is failure to sort waste. Action taken. Management acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to state that Council has taken full responsibility of waste management and recognized the importance, the impact it has on the environment. Further, Chair, the Council plans to construct a sorting and recycling center project in Lubansa Ward of Chirabombe District. The project will enable the Council to properly segregate and manage waste and reduce environmental pollution. The sorting and recycling center will enhance waste management processes, reduce waste sent to landfills, and increase recycling rates. The project has been budgeted for, and preliminary preparations, Chair, are expected to commence within the year 2025. Suffice to mention, Chair, that we've been working on the site for this project, and we are pleased to mention that our plot, which is a 3-hectare plot, has since been numbered by Ministry of Lands, and with this, I think it sets us on a better grounds to commence. The major measures, Chair, management will endeavor to implement the sorting and recycling center project in the district by December 2025. The other query, Chair, is on unfenced dump site. Cause of query, Chair, it is failure to fence the dump site. And action taken, Chair, we are saying management acknowledges the observation of the auditor's findings and wishes to state that the dump site under query is owned or managed by Copperbelt Solid Waste Management Company, CopWaste, and the Council has on several occasions engaged CopWaste Company on the need to fence the dump site. And Chair, the correspondences to this effect have been attached on Appendix 11. The major measures management has written to CopWaste to adhere to environmental regulations that require that a dump site is fenced. Appendix 28, Chair, we are appearing on failure to settle statutory and other obligations. Cause of query, during the period under review, the Council owed Zambia Revenue Authority, NAPSA, local authorities, superannuation fund, and other institutions amounting to 11,475,568 kwacha in respect of payee, pension, and other contribution. Action taken, Chair, we wish to state that we acknowledge the observations of our auditors and wish to state that the Council has signed payment plans with various institutions to help clear the historical debt. The Council is currently paying monthly statutory obligations as they fall due to avoid accumulation of the arrears, Chair. And further, we are in receipt of a letter from NAPSA proposing for a debt swap. And this letter, Chair, is still under discussion within the Council. Remedial measures, Chair, we are saying, as management will continue to liquidate the outstanding statutory obligations by making monthly payments to various statutory institutions and considering deductions at source from the Local Government Equalization Fund by the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. The total amount of 5,022,410 kwacha 13 ngwe has since been paid, Chair, towards the date mentioned. And below are the tabulation of the payments that were done, Chair, against the 11 million. And Chair, we are saying that we will continue remitting till we zero the debt that the balance that is remaining. The last query, Chair, is on lack of a rescue ambulance and marine rescue equipment. Cause of query, Chair, is that as a council we lack rescue ambulance and marine rescue equipment. Action taken, Chair, is that management notes the observation of auditors, and we wish to state that currently we've attached a Nissan Navara 4x4 vehicle to the section of fire brigade. This is, yes, as attached to fire and rescue section. We've attached a vehicle, Chair, to fire and rescue section to provide rescue services. Further, the council has prioritized procurement of a fire tender at a total cost of 3,850,000 kwacha, which awaits delivery, Chair. This equipment has already been procured. We are just waiting for delivery. So, Chair, we are not undermining really the importance of the ambulance, but we are trying to indicate that as a council we've had no fire tender for some time, and fighting fires has been a challenge, and we want to own our own and perhaps reduce the asking for this service from other institutions. Remedial measures, Chair, management will endeavor to procure adequate fire and rescue service equipment such as ambulance and marine rescue equipment in the year 2026 budget. Chair, I wish to submit the report to your honorable committee. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your report. Honorable members, it is now time to interact with the witness through points of clarifications and the questions. Honorable Mwene, then Honorable Kamondo.
Thank you so much, Chair. TC, maybe I just take it to page 27 before we forget about the dam site.
27?
27, yes, of your report. So in simple terms, you don't have a dam site, do you?
No, Chair, that's when we are actually establishing one on that 3-hectare land I talked about. Okay. The only one we have is being managed by Corp West. Thank you,
so
Chair.
In simple terms here, it is the council that is failing to manage Corp West, which is helping the council with the dam site. What challenges have you been facing with the Corp West? Because it's your responsibility to have a dam site, and here you have Corp West helping you by the provision of a dam site. But the only thing you needed to do yourself is to put it in order and make it to the standard it's supposed to be. So that is the challenge that you have. What is the problem that you are facing with the Corp West that is helping you have a dam site that you don't have? I submit, Chair.
Honorable Kamondo. It's a different one. Then let them respond. Then next question on the same one. You proceed.
Thank you, Chair. You have talked of space to be allocated in Luansa Ward, where you are going to do the sorting and recycling. And you have alluded to the fact that the project is budgeted for under 2025. And the preparatory works are in progress. The question is, you have, what is the, in your presentation, you have mentioned also on page 25 that the dump site will be constructed in 2026. So why this contradiction on page 25? So we can see that there will be no dump site that is going to be managed by the council, because you are not managing any, and the planned one you have indicated you start in 2026. When was Chilawombe audited?
Okay.
You may respond to this.
Thank you so much, Chair. I'll commence my response with the first observation, which is what challenges do we have with COP waste? I think the major challenge is on liquidity issues of capacities to just maintain the dump site as it should be by our partner who is COP waste. However, Chair, we are saying that there were some agreements that were entered, and we might just maybe escalate this matter, because we can't be coming here year in, year out concerning the dump site that is not okay. So we are contemplating on escalating this matter, Chair. On the aspect of the space in Lubansa, I think, Chair, on page 26, we indicated that we are commencing in 2025, which is this year, and the 2026 I mentioned is just completion. So, Chair, just to answer the honourable member, is that we are commencing this year, because we factored in some funds in the 2025 budget to start somewhere. Sure.
Thank you so much, because it's surprising that the council doesn't have a dump site. Then some company is helping them, and at the same time, instead of either coming together with the same company and make that dump site to a standard, or from time immemorial, I believe Chilabombo was not a town for yesterday. It's an old town, Chair, which must have had a dump site. So it is surprising to see that the council doesn't have a dump site, but depending on COP waste. So, have you never had a dump site before as a council, apart from this one for COP waste?
Thank you so much, Chair. Maybe with your permission, may I ask our Director of Public Health to just respond to that.
Thank you very much, Chair. To start with, COP waste, I don't know if there are members who know the history about it. Of course, we found that COP waste is the company that was formed by Copper Belt. So it's a Copper Belt company that was formed by these councils in the Copper Belt to manage solid waste management. So the dump site which is there, of course, yes, it is the dump site for the same company, where we all take and also do the payment, because we also pay as a Chairman Municipal Council to the COP waste. Sure, Chair. And if you look at the issue of management, yes, we have been working together with them. And if you were to come on site, I think you'll see that there are a number of activities that we have done, which includes stationing of security personnel, and also signages, which we have actually tried to assist. But in terms of managing, we have actually engaged the COP waste, so that probably they can come through and manage it according to the way they are supposed to manage it. Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Singombe, you have a question?
Chair, Chair, thank you very much. Though I think my question has been preempted. The town clerk had used the term partner, and a partner is a person who you share responsibilities. So by the question that Honorable Mwende has asked after the share, he has also said that they are also doing some activities. So maybe I can only ask a different question. So that one, I think it has been responded to. Actually, thank you so very much.
Thank you. Same follow-up on the same. Okay.
TC, you didn't tell me when you were audited. When were you audited as the Chilawombo Town Council?
Before you respond, maybe in addition, on the action taken on the same, you have drawn the committee to appendix number 11, where you have put evidence. Okay, so when I check appendix 11, this is just a letter from yourselves to Cop West, and this letter was written on 1st June 2023, and there is no correspondence from Cop West, even anywhere where acknowledgement or receipt of the same letter. If we say this letter was just written by yourselves, you backdated it for the purpose of this meeting, would you say no? Because we should have seen correspondence from both ends to show that yes, something has been going on. This is a long time. This is 2025, and this letter 1st June 2023. You may respond to the two queries.
Thank you so much, Chair. I think in the addendum, we also have we've attached a correspondence, Chair, that addresses your concern, where Cop West, in the addendum, Chair, which we distributed on Appendix 11, there is a correspondence that addresses, Chair, your concern, on which Cop West acknowledged receipt based on the date stamp of 23rd October 2024. So, Chair, it is just an indication that we have been engaging, and perhaps what we are just lacking for now is feedback from our colleagues, Cop West. Thank you, Chair.
From 2023, no feedback. June 1st June. They just acknowledged receipt by the stamping the same letter you forwarded it to them. End of story.
Yes,
and,
Chair.
And you've been waiting from 2020.
Chair, we are feedback, and that is why in my submission I said we might just escalate the matter, I think, through our ministry and find a way, because we also it doesn't please us to appear on this issue frequently here, Chair. Thank you.
You may take the other question then.
Thank you, Chair. Tracy, when did you take security personnel to the dump site, and when did you put the warning signs? And if you did so, I'm not seeing any evidence of warning signs here, because this came out in your audit queries. I submit, Chair.
Thank you so much, Chair.
Before you respond, Honorable Dr. Aaron Mwanza.
Thank you, Chair. I asked when was Chilawombo audited? It is actually in addition to what you asked concerning the letter, because I understand Chilawombo was audited around September. I mean, the TC did not answer me. So when you look at this letter that was written to Cop West, it was written before they received the queries about the dump site. You can read on page 11. We are writing to you in their submission, just as the Chair said. The letter was written in June, and there was no acknowledgement from Cop West. We want to understand also what could be the problem? Why this type of action? Why did you write a letter before you were audited?
TC?
Thank you so much, Chair. I will ask later on my colleague Director Planning to respond. I wish to indicate that this is not the first time we are being audited on this issue. This matter also arose in audit for 2022. And in terms of when we audited for this one is 2023 September, Chair, like rightly put by our Honorable Member, Chair. As to the issue, Chair, of when we put the signages and also our watchmen, may I request my Director Public Health to just come in on that one. Director?
Thank you very much, Chair. Like she had put it, in 2022, yes, we are audited on these queries, and as you have seen on the new queries that we have, it's an indication that some queries actually were dropped after we worked on those remedial measures, and only remained with the 2 queries of fencing and sorting of waste. Thank you, Chair.
Maybe, Chair, just to add on, the other observation was why haven't you attached the pictures to indicate that you've been doing something? Chair, with your permission, maybe we can forward this information to the Secretariat later on. If we knew it was going to come up, would have brought pictures to this effect. Thank you, Chair.
The sheets of evidence, TC, is a must because this is a committee of evidence. Honorable Singombe.
Thank you very much, Chair. Chair, allow me just to ask a more of general question. We've heard that they have procured earth-moving equipment, and I think I also heard that there's one machinery, is it the fire tender that is on its way? TC, I just wanted you to inform me on the nation whether you are satisfied with the tendering procedures, bearing in mind that people should receive goods and services on time. Are you satisfied with the processes under tendering procedures? And if the answer is no, what do you think can be done to expedite the tendering procedures? Thank you so very much.
Honorable Kamondo.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. In addition to what Honorable Singombe has asked over the tender procedures and the duration of delivery, when I was going through the submissions which you have tendered before this committee, I did find out that the delivery time was supposed to be 12 weeks. I stand to be corrected, but from what you have submitted, the delivery time for the fire tender is 12 weeks. And according to the information that we have here, is that also the tender was signed in November, on the 7th November 2024. Meaning that from that time to date, we have done almost 11 weeks, and we are remaining with 1 week. Are you going to demonstrate to this committee that indeed by next week, which will be the 12th week or the other week, this fire tender will be delivered to your council or your city council? Or are you satisfied, like my colleague has just said, with what was signed and the remaining 1 week? In this 1 week, are you telling the committee that indeed this fire tender would be delivered, or maybe a week after? Thank you.
You may respond.
Thank you so much, Chair, for those questions. I will start with the question on, is the Council satisfied with the tendering procedures? Chair, we wish to indicate that in some cases, goods and services are being delivered on time. But in some cases, Chair, there have been some delays indeed. But also to indicate that we've had challenges, more so when the e-procurement was actually introduced. Most of our contractors had a lot of issues to use the e-procurement, Chair. And as a council, and also in collaboration with ZPPA, we undertook to train contractors within the district of Chirilabombwe. And Chair, we are also happy to indicate that there is a pilot project that is currently happening in Chirilabombwe. We were selected as one of the pilot cities to practice what is called CDF decentralized procedures when it comes to tendering. So Chair, this is a pilot project to see how best it would work, and yes, we hope for the best. So Chair, on the other concern on the duration of the fire tender, yes Chair, there's 12 weeks that has been casted in the contract, and we are patiently waiting. Our aspiration is that we receive this very important piece of equipment within 12 weeks. And we don't know how we can respond to Honorable that the 12 weeks has now elapsed and we have not received, and what is the challenge? So Chair, we can just say we remain hopeful that we will receive this piece of equipment within 12 weeks. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. And the other equipment were procured using which fund? Before you respond, there's another follow-up. Honorable Singombe, then Honorable Kamondo.
Okay.
Chair, I'm grateful. The TC has indicated that Chirilabombwe is one of the pilot cities on the CDF. I wanted to know, Chair, was it piloting in 2024 or it is 2025? Why I'm asking that question, Chair, is I want to know whether if it was 2024, are they able to measure as to whether the things that are put in place would quickly ensure that the constituents are able to get these goods and services on time? If it's 2025, then Chair, I'm sure they are still maybe putting things in place to determine whether the new systems would be workable. So when were they appointed?
Honorable Kamondo? It's a different one. Then you may respond to this.
Thank you so much, Chair. I think is the first question, Chair, I think came from your office, which talks about which funds were used. Chair, we used both locally generated resources as well as CDF in acquiring these pieces of equipment, which I've said they were all delivered. So the grader we bought under local generated resources from council revenue mobilization. We also procured a skip truck under local generated resources, and the CDF Chair also procured 2 tipper trucks, water bowser, the roller compactor, and also TOB. The TOB, Chair, was for 2024. Then the rest were for 2023. So that is how we moved, and we've created together CDF, Chair, we worked together with CDF, the local authority. We created a package of pieces of equipment that were required to just operate. As we speak, Chair, these pieces of equipment are in operation, and we are currently busy on site to do the roads. So the other question was, when were we appointed as pilot? Director Planning? It should be maybe the exact month.
Thank you, Chair. As for Chirilabombwe to be part of the pilot local authorities, which are about 36, we should have been appointed to begin The letter came last year, but implementation for ongoing CDF projects is beginning this CDF that we are going to undertake this year. And actually we have begun as Chirabombwe. All the project for CDF, they have actually been approved already by the town clerk's office as per guidance from that circular. I submit, Chair.
Honorable Kamondo.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Chairperson. I take you to page 15. The query on this page is weakness in accounting for revenue. That is irregular completion of receipt forms. We have found a scenario in Chirabombwe where the officers could not indicate in the duplicates the amounts that they were receiving. So in other words, actually these receipt books were blank on the duplicate copy, according to what I'm understanding here. And then we've been told here, however, a scrutiny of selected general receipt forms reviewed that 103 duplicate receipts were blank, thereby making it difficult to establish the service that was paid for and the amount received. So we have a situation of about 103 receipts which are blank, but they were used, which is a very unfortunate situation. My first question is that I want to find out how much was established as a total amount of money that could have been realized from this fraud, if at all that information is available. And also, I wanted to ask the punishment that, first of all, how many officers also who were involved in this activity? I found that we have some 3 names that have been mentioned. What form of punishment was applied or were applied on these offenders? Was it only dismissal, which is actually given according to the appendix that has been forwarded to this committee, or maybe they are still facing the police? Thank you.
Honorable.
Just on the same chair. The 103 duplicate receipts. This is quite unfortunate that we can have a large number like that from our officers. I wanted to find out or get a comment if the internal auditor is aware of this issue. Then what was the comment from the internal auditor? If the legal mind is aware of this, and what was the comment from the legal officer? Chair, thank you.
You may respond to those questions.
Thank you so much, Chair. Fortunately, we didn't culminate this incident to a figure that may have been lost. Otherwise, Chair, perhaps also given some time, we can do the calculations and maybe come up with a figure, Chair, lost. I also wish to respond that are these charges the only ones? Chair, I think there's some charges which prompted the council to do the orientation, because in some cases, Chair, we found that the receipts books were not just like written to necessitate the visibility of the duplicates. They are too faint to see. They were too faint to see, Chair. And then in some cases, the blank scenario of a duplicate receipt. Those are the charges, Chair, that we are talking about of these disciplinary cases that were done in this year 2023. Perhaps at this point, Chair, allow me to call upon the auditor to respond to the concerns. Thank you so much, Chair.
Thank you so much, Chair. The internal audit was fully much aware, and it's because of internal audits that these officers were even disciplined. Thank you, Chair.
Just on that, do you have documentary evidence to that effect that you wrote to management for their action?
Not really, Chair, but after we noticed, after we did the audit, we noticed that there were these issues. So we engaged finance, and with finance, that's when they picked it up from there. Thank you, Chair.
On the same one? Okay.
Yes, Chair. As the legal advisor to TC and the Chirawombwe municipality, we are quite aware, and being part of management, this issue we advised management, hence the decision management undertook. There are committees, Chair, which deals with disciplinary, and we are waiting for those processes to be concluded, of which some have already been concluded, Chair. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Memorandum.
Chair, this is quite an interesting question. Maybe I'll go to DF. DF, after realizing that you have lost out actually on 103 receipts, didn't you take interest to know how much you have lost in that? You as an officer.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, our receipt books, the amounts vary. The same receipt books you can pay for 50 kwacha, and others are 350 in the same receipt book. So to establish the amount in total would be quite difficult unless we do an average figure for the amount lost. But other receipts are for 250, 350 and 50 kwacha. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Murunda.
Yeah. Yes, DF. So, for a layman like me, it's an indication that anybody can play around with the figures and you wouldn't know, isn't it? Since it's difficult to establish.
Chair, it's unfortunate that our books are blank, and like I have mentioned, unless we work with an estimate but not the actuals. So if we work on an estimate, at least we can factor in an average figure, Chair.
Honorable Murunda.
The last one.
Then Honorable Kamara.
So, DF, what mechanism, what's your thinking to help you to actually get to these figures in an event that the same happens? What have you put in place to help you establish how much you can lose?
Chair, like it was mentioned, that we have also we are using the point of sale machines now to avoid the use of cash.
Honorable Kamondo.
Thank you. Very interesting topic, but it's disheartening that we can have such officers, and then one of my questions, I think it was not adequately answered. You have dismissed some of these erring officers, but I wanted to find out, is that the only punishment that they deserve, to be dismissed and that's all? Or maybe we are looking at the amounts of money that you established that they forged. That is number one. Number two, Appendix 6, one of the submissions that you have made, I wanted to find out whether among these receipts, 103 receipts, this officer, whose name I should not mention, because he's not here to defend himself, was it the receipt numbers 45, 56, 24 and 45, 56, 25? Are they among the mentioned 103 receipts, or this should be a different case of forgery? Because according to this document, Honorable Chairperson, references forgery, altering of documents, and the misappropriation of council funds. How does it relate to the query which is under review here?
Thank you so much, Chair. I think to that effect, I'll ask DF and the other one to direct administration to handle the aspect of what other charges other than just dismissal. Thank you.
Chair, the question that has been asked, the receipt number 455624, it's not among the listed receipts. Thank you, Chair.
Town Clerk and your team. The law of the land prescribes different punishments. That is according to the gravity of the offense committed. In case of this one under discussion, you have punished officers without establishing the gravity of the case in terms of the amount which was involved. And again, why this laissez-faire attitude of not establishing how much was involved? Because sometimes again, you will be losing or wasting taxpayers' money. You might find that you put the interventions that will be 100 times expensive than what you are losing. And the last one, do you have expertise in your council? Because the point of sale is a new thing. In an event that that point of sale was not functioning properly, then you resort to a receipt. Do you have expertise to establish, in case of a blank receipt again, to establish the resources that you will be losing as a council? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chair.
Thank you, Chair. The question is the point of expertise to recognize how much has been lost. Chair, this can be done with the system that we have now. We have the DAV system. Now it's able to do receipts online. So that is okay, because at least when the revenue collectors come to remit the money at the head office, there is an auditor now who also checks what the revenue collectors received, and then the additions are done together with the head cashier. So this is no longer the case now. Chair, I can safely say we are now in safe hands, Chair.
So in short, you are telling this committee that previously, despite having internal auditors, they were not paying attention.
Chair, I wouldn't say they were not paying attention. The problem is that they were not available. This time the auditors are there together with the cashier when the revenue collectors are giving them the money. That has been done by management now.
Any other question, honorable members? Honorable Mwanza.
Thank you, Chair. I may take the committee to page 21. page 21, Council was found to have unspent money of 2,956,783 from the 2024 budget. And page 22 is explaining how the funds have been utilized. The 2,900,000 kwacha is well explained in table 2 on how it is spent. Now, a general question, if we go to appendix 2, which is explaining, which is showing the payment vouchers, that these monies have been spent as per the query. The general question that needs general clarification is that your payment vouchers, you can just take any. Your payment vouchers are not acquitted, and the payee did not sign, and it is a similar trend everywhere in your presentation to this particular query. Is this a standard practice? So how do we confirm that the unspent funds that were found in your account were spent, because there's no acknowledgement from the payee? The second one is I just sample a project number 2. The project number 2 on page 22 on table 2, supply and installation of 2 water tanks for water storage at Shuko offices. The source of funding for this project is 2024 WDF. You can check you can confirm it through appendix 2, the payment vouchers related to this particular contract, particular project. The source of funding is 2024 WDF. Why would you use 2024 funding to explain the unspent funds of 2023, and yet you know for sure that the unspent funds did not include a component of 2024 funding? The third project is the Edweli General Dealers, project number 5, road maintenance. Road maintenance, the contract is supposed to be, I don't know the total contract price, but what I see from the financials here is that opening balance as at January 1st, 2024, it was to 217,154, and you have paid 100,000 to date, and the project status is complete and handed over. There is even a completion certificate that has been issued to the contractor to that effect. So what happened? How did the contractor complete the project at 100,000 kwacha when the status was about 200 and above? Thank you.
You may respond.
So much, Chair. I will ask the DF to handle the first segment of the question and Director Engineering the second. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. For the first question, where we have unacquitted vouchers by the suppliers, and Chair, we acknowledge that the vouchers are not acquitted, but we have also added the proof of payment to show that these payments were transferred to the named suppliers, Chair.
Are you satisfied, Honorable Murunda?
You see, DF, that is okay, proving that the money has been transferred. But the worry from my colleague is that you designed this payment voucher, and then the design is that everyone mentioned on that particular voucher is supposed to append signature. So our worry is that it's not complete. I think that's his worry, that you need to complete. Somebody has received, even when you have sent the money is, you have no problem, you have proof that that person has been paid. But why don't you allow that person? Because at the end of the day, these are small issues that the auditors would pick. Why didn't you do this? You find, even when you have done the right thing. I thought I should just comment.
Thank you so much, Chair. I think is correctly observed, and there's no justification really for not signing. We've taken note as a council, and we endeavor to ensure that vouchers are completely signed. Thank you, Chair.
Whatever goes up must come down. There's one more question.
There's one more. Engineering.
Okay. Okay, before we conclude, allow you to answer the last query.
Thank you, Chair. I think there was a question to do with item 5, Idwelu. In terms of the scope of work, the contractor executed, and that is evidenced by this completion certificate. And there is a balance that needs to be paid to the contractor. So the certificate signifies that the scope that was totaling to 217 was paid. Then in terms of using resources from the project for Ishuko, it started in 2023, Chair, in terms of scoping and part of execution. Then it was, because we didn't finish the entire works in 2023, then it spilled over into 2024. Submit, Chair.
Sorry, I did not mean to say why the project started from this 2023 spilling over to 2024. The question is, at the time of audit, the auditors discovered that there is unspent funds of 2.9 million and slightly above. Now, we want to expand that 2.4 which was not part of which they found in funding for 20. So in short, the project, the money is that and the unspent 9 million, which 2,660 from that were audited in 20.
There is no answer.
Chair, thank you very much. I'll speak to, of course, in terms of the submission of this project from the wards. It was classified to be under 2020. The wards requesting that this project and a transition, I can say transition in terms of budgets. The budget from 2023, we went into 2024. But the request came in 2023, of which was the expectation
of, I can say, the Ward Development Committee, that we utilize the resources that were initially allocated in 2023. But in terms of budgeting, obviously there was that slag, and, or should I say, the lapse between the two events. I submit, Chair.
So, if another follow-up, where did that fund now for 2023, where was it used? Because if you are talking of CDF, such in terms of budget, there is no such overlaps in terms of CDF. Those funds will still be there. Yes.
Just an addition, Chair, to maybe arising from his clarification, our engineer. So you are saying you had money under WDF in 2023. And did you commence the project in 2023 or you commenced the project in 2024? And were those additional funds, because you couldn't complete under the allocation for 2023, so additional funds in 2024, is that the status?
Yes, Chair, that should be the status of things. And like I indicated, the process started in 2023, but there was a slag in terms of implementation. So in terms of scoping the project and everything started in 2023, Chair.
Okay, we've come to the end of this interaction. Town Clerk, issues that characterized your submission were under collection of revenue, unspent funds, failure to meet set targets, non-compliance with regulations and legislation, missing receipts, failure to bill properties, overemployment, failure to fill vacant positions, failure to secure properties with title deeds, poor management of waste, failure to face the dump site, failure to set statutory and other obligations, and the lack of rescue ambulance and rescue marine services. So you are advised to strengthen revenue collection and financial management. You are advised also to ensure that the prompt collection of revenue, improve accountability. Also, you are advised to implement a robust revenue collection strategies so that you improve your revenue, so that those targets that you are failing to meet, you can meet them. Also, don't forget to send documents that are missing in your submission so that it can be easy for us as we are doing a report to Madam Speaker within a program of work. I think we are ending 14 March. So before 14 March, we are expected to send the evidence that was missing in this document. With that said, I now lift the immunity which was conferred on you so that you go and execute other national duties. Anything that you're going to say after that, you are on your own. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant day.
Good morning, viewers. This is Parliament Television, the only station that is dedicated to bring Parliament closer to you. The Committee on Local Government Accounts has just received submissions from Chitilabombwe Town Council, and up next we expect the same committee to receive submissions from Lufanyama Council. Remember, the committee is considering the report of the Auditor General on the audit of the accounts of local authorities for the financial year ended at 31st December 2023. Continue watching Parliament Television.